We come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Joining me tonight, the pride of Plainfield, New Jersey. It's Jay Williams.
Ed, you continue to surprise me, my man. I didn't know you knew about the Queen City.
All I know is you're the king in that town in the Garden State.
Well, we're going to find out who the king is on the court this evening.
The opening tip is won by Golden State. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Beverly. Kawhi Leonard adds 2 points to the board.
That's the kind of defense they're going to play on him all night. Even though he made that shot, he knows there's nothing easy about this game.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
Hey, look, this is a new wave. If a young cat catches you sleeping on the wrong night, it's definitely going to get 1 million+ views the next day.
George. Warriors have the basketball. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Here's Leonard for 2. Kawhi Leonard, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Thompson. Not that time. He missed it. To Paul George. And that one is out. Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. 3 for 4. Good start.
The great defenders, the ones that really earn their paycheck, are the ones that refuse to be screened. You stuck to that screen like Velcro.
Trying to cash in. No good. Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. You've got to get that one to go. To Curry. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Way to shoot it.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Beverly into the front court. They trail by 1. And finishes strong.
And that transition offense was flawless. When guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency, you heard me correctly, a sense of urgency, you will get a great shot every possession.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Here's Curry with it up top. Shot clock off as they look to break the tie. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim. Layup's good at the buzzer. Nice finish to this first quarter. 11-all is our score as we get things started here in the second quarter. It's the Clippers with the possession now. To Beverly. They'll get it down to Leonard.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
You know what we call that, Ed? We call that now you see me, now you don't.
Block up. Here you come. I'm here.
George against the former Cougar.
Come here. Run.
Harrell can't connect. Paul George. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Beverly. Warriors come away with it.
We're going to see a team take the lead here.
Cauley Stein. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Beverly into the front court. They trail by 2. Here comes the screen. Short jumper off the mark. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Beverly into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Here comes the screen. Knock loose. Warriors come up with it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Kawhi Leonard. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping him.
To George. Willie Cauley Stein. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Paul George. Willie Cauley Stein.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. George. Knock loose. Warriors have it. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it. Late heave to beat the buzzer. That's it for the first half. The Warriors with the lead.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the
LA Clippers with the basketball. Paul George to Leonard. Going to launch beyond the arc, and it's Cauley Stein with the board. Curry into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. End score, strong take.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
George, defended by Thompson. That's no good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
To Leonard. Beverly knocked loose. Warriors come away with it. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Lays it up and in.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Paul George, consistent effort. He's at 50%.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle, oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
And the finish at the rim.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
To Paul George. Leonard knocks it down from mid-range.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
To Thompson. Nice pass to get things going.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Willie Cauley-Stein swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Navigating through traffic, stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
The drive, right to the basket, down the lane to lay it in.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Clippers have the basketball. Here's Leonard for 2, and he buries it.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Stephen Curry at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest.
I got him. Here we go.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The Warriors with a commanding lead. The Warriors won the opening tip, so they have it to start the fourth quarter. And if they were looking good at halftime, Jay, they're really looking good now.
They really turned up that intensity in the third quarter. They were looking to put this game out of reach, and they've come out close to doing that.
And there's the whistle. Neither player giving up an inch. We have a tie-up. All lined up and ready for the jump. Green. Stuffs it down with authority.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Beverly. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guys up by 15. To Green. Stuffs it down with authority.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
George, down low for Leonard. It's a big finish. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
To Thompson. Yes, Klay Thompson. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
It's LA Clippers ball. George against Klay Thompson. To Leonard. Down to 5 on the 24. To Leonard. Beyond the arc for 3. He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat 5.
Cauley Stein powers it through. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Got it.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
I know these mishaps happen defensively, but sometimes this can be the best thing for an offensive player who maybe hasn't found his rhythm yet. Don't let him get going.
All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Let's go. Pick him up. Pick him up.
Leonard cleans it up and a putback slam. Straight on 3. At the buzzer, it's the Warriors who get the victory as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.